Hello, mathematicians, and welcome to your problems of the day. All right, so here's the first problem that you're going to watch Miss Vanderpool work through. I went for a walk yesterday, and I saw a pond, and in the pond, I saw 20 fish and 10 turtles swimming, and I was wondering how many animals were swimming in the pond. Listen again. I was walking, and I saw 20 fish and 10 turtles in a pond. And I was wondering how many animals were swimming in the pond. All right, so now I will take my tool, and I heard that there were 20 fish swimming in the pond. So I'm going to take out 20 pieces of cereal to represent those 20 fish. I'm going to put mine in rows of 10 or groups of 10 so that I can count them easier. So help me count out my 20 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's my one group of 10. I don't want to put any more in that group. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there are my 20 pieces of cereal to represent my 20 fish that were swimming. Then in my problem, I heard that there were also 10 turtles swimming in the pond. So I'm going to put out 10 more pieces of cereal. I'm not going to put it in these rows. I'm going to start my new group. 1, 2 turtles, 3 turtles, 4 turtles, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then my problem asked me how many animals were swimming in the pond. I know that means I'm going to have to count them all together because it wants to know how many fish and how many turtles were in the pond. But I put my cereal in groups of 10. That means I can go back and count them by tens because each one equals a group of 10. So I can count 10, 20, 30. I can see that there were 30 animals swimming in the pond. Now it's going to be time for me to represent that. So I will get my board and I will start representing. I'm going to represent exactly how I put my cereal down. So I put out my 20 fish in groups of 10. So I'm going to draw them in groups of 10. If I'm drawing my group of 10, I don't need to draw individual circles because I know that this whole thing is 10. Then I made a second group of 10 for my fish. So I'm going to draw another bar for my 10 fish. Then there were 10 turtles as well, so I made a third group of 10. So I'm going to draw my third group of 10 for my 10 turtles. Then, instead of counting out each piece of cereal, they were in groups of 10, so I was able to count by tens. So I counted 10, 20, 30. I counted 10, 20, 30. I'm going to put a box or a circle around my 30 because that tells us how many animals were swimming in the pond altogether. Next, I'm going to write a number sentence that matches exactly what I did. So we had 10, 20 fish. And, so we use a plus sign when we hear that word and. 10 turtles. And that gave me 30 animals swimming in the pond. My last step is to make sure that I label it with some words. So we had 20 fish, and we had 10 turtles, and that gave us 30 animals. So now when you look at my representation, you can see very clearly that these represent my 20 fish, these represent my 10 turtles, and you see my number sentence here on the bottom. All right, are you ready for your question? See if you can use groups of 10 to represent just like Miss Vanderpool did. All right, here's your question. The banker counted out 10 dimes and 30 nickels. How many coins did the banker count out? Listen one more time. The banker counted out 10 dimes and 30 nickels. How many coins did the banker count out? Text your teacher a picture of your representation in groups of 10 so that you can earn a shout out in tomorrow's shout out video.